With the start of school just around the corner, it's important that students have their immunizations up to date. That's especially important this year since students will be back learning in the classroom.
A law was passed and implemented last year, but because of the pandemic, no kids were in school, so it really wasn't enforced. So this is the first year of kids going back in person, where the new law clarifies that you need to be up to date with your immunizations by the first day of school, not the 30 days later. So what could happen, and it's up to individual school districts and principals to decide, but you risk your child not being able to come to school if they are not up to date with their vaccinations, or their other option is for them to sign an exemption form. But of course, we would recommend that parents get their children up to date so they can start school on time. So the risk is that they could potentially be excluded from going to school if they're not up to date on their vaccinations by the first day of school.
During the pandemic, vaccination rates for children dropped. Washington State is starting to recover, but officials say we need to do better.
We're still fairly behind in percentage of kids up to date with their vaccinations. In all of Washington, we're down about 28%. The good news in Pierce County, we're only about 20% below pre-pandemic levels of vaccination, but that still means we have about 20% of kids who are not fully up to date. And we know things that are highly contagious, like measles. If kids are not getting their second measles booster before going to kindergarten, we could be, at risk for another measles outbreak like we had in 2019.
More information on the importance of back-to-school vaccinations can be found by going to the Washington State Department of Health website.